Okay, what we have here is a quick tutorial video of how this jack-in-the-box works. So this is the first jack-in-the-box I made that's a rotating jack-in-the-box. Now I made this about 2 years ago and I've had it in storage for a while, so I've decided to take it out, do a tutorial video and try and sell it. So here it goes. I really like this one because it has the eyes. It's just like, looks like it's looking at you almost. It's kind of creepy. With a really nice blue finish matching the blue buttons with the candy cane and the sugar skull candy neckline. It's really nice design with the colors. The batteries are on the side here, so I will take the batteries out and I'll speed up the video. Basically all there is 5 screws, 3 at the bottom, 2 at the top, Phillips head screwdriver. I'll take the screws out and I'll speed the video up for that one just so it doesn't waste too much time. Okay, so the screws have been taken out and this is the panel here where the speaker hole, and I'll take the panel off and you'll see where the batteries are. So basically this is the sound module here, and what powers the sound module is these 2 AAA batteries right here. And this 9-volt battery operates the lights, and this second 9-volt battery up here on the side, that operates the rotation mechanism. Now if I turn the box around, on the back you'll see 2 switches. This switch here operates the rotation, and this switch here operates the lights. And there's no switch for the sound module because that's operated by a trigger switch, which is just here, this red button sticking up here. That's the trigger switch for the sound module. So if I click it down, that simulates the lid being closed, and when I let go of it, which simulates the lid opening up, it will activate the sound module like this. And the other 2 trigger switches on the other side of the box. So this trigger switch here, the red one, that operates the lights, and the blue trigger switch behind it, that operates the rotation mechanism, which are all activated and work in unison with the lid being closed or open. So obviously nothing's happening now because the lid's open and I have the switches on the off mode. So if I was to switch these switches on, the lights will come on and the pump will start rotating. So I won't do that quite yet until the box is closed. So now you know where the batteries go, which is here, here, and here. 2 AA's, 2 AAA's, right here and here. So I'll put the panel back up. Also the inside of the panel too, I just have some writing, my logo. It's box number 36 and it was made on the 18th of the 9th, 2021. So I'll put the panel back on and then show you how the box works. So I'll speed the camera up again for this one. Okay, now the screws are all in place, the panel's back on, and just to mention, when you're putting the screws back in, you don't have to do it so tight. It's just literally just put them in, put a little bit of pressure, and that's it, because you don't really want to break the thread that's threaded through the wood. Just a little note to take note of. At the front of the box we have a nice clown vintage print. The blue on the top has a glitter finish, which is really nice at night time when it lights up. And you have the traditional crank handle on the side. And yeah, I'll show you how it works. I'll close the box up. Push the puppet in like so. Hold it in place with one hand, close the lid with the other hand. And that's locked in place. Now, if for whatever reason that the lid doesn't close properly, it usually just means that the crank handle hasn't wound all the way to reset it, which I'll show you when I open it. So now that it's closed, the trigger switch is also in the set position to go off when the box opens up to activate the lights and the rotation mechanism. So I'll put these switches on, this one and this one, and let's crank the handle. So there, that's how it works. To turn off the rotation mechanism, all you have to do is just flip the switch at the back, and obviously I want to stop it as the puppet is facing forwards. So maybe a little bit more. Try again. One more time. That's good. So that's facing right up, and lights are on still. So these are slow color flashing changing lights. They go from red to green to blue to white. And in the other video that showcases the Jack in the Box, you can see the effect at night time. Right now I'm filming it's daytime, so yeah, you don't get the full effect. So yeah, also the lid here, when it opens up, it stays on a right angle. That way it looks quite nice too, because you have the backdrop at the back there as well. This is used by these hinges, so they kind of stay right in place. And to turn it off again, just flip the switches off. The lights are off now. Rotation mechanism is off, and that's the Jack in the Box. So it's one of those boxes I'll never make again, particularly because of the rotation mechanism that's inside. It was very fiddly to make, and I'll never make that again. I would make this box again just without that rotation mechanism, so I could do the same artwork, the same clothing, the same colors, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that rotation mechanism, definitely not something I'll do again. So this truly is a one-of-a-kind Jack in the Box. Also the handle here, it's a wooden handle with a right angle hook that goes into a hollow copper metal tube that feeds onto the music box. It is the most sensitive part of the box. So yeah, you don't want to wind it anti-clockwise. You'd always want to wind it clockwise, otherwise you could risk breaking it. So yeah, it's one of those sensitive areas of the box. But yeah, clockwise, always clockwise. Now, what I mentioned before about the box not closing properly sometimes because the mechanism hasn't reset, I see that happens. I'll keep winding it until I hear a click. And I'll just close the box to see if it happens. So that's locked in place now, but I'll keep winding the handle. Whoop. Now, I'll wait for the sound module to finish. Okay, now I'll show what I mean about the box not closing properly. I've wound the handle the whole way. The puppet is popped out of the box, but the actual locking mechanism hasn't reset yet. So I'll show what I mean. I'll put him back into the box. And I'll go to close it, and it doesn't close because it hasn't reset. So all we gotta do is wind the handle. I'll wait for the sound module, and if I wind the handle, you should hear a click. You hear that click? So that means it's reset now. So now I should be able to close it, and it's locked in place. And once again, I'll put the switches back on. Rotation mechanism, lights. Sound module's automatic. Turn it back around and do another demonstration. And there we go. That's pretty much how it all works. So I'll just switch it off again. One more time. That's it. And lights off. And yeah, this is the Jack in the Box, which will be going up for sale on my Etsy account. Once again, thanks to all my subscribers, and thanks for watching the video. Much appreciated. Any comments, feel free to leave one. And thank you very much. See you next time.